Hey, what's up, guys? Indy here, or Indiora if you're into longer names. Today I will be showing you some of the most important starting things whenever you're getting into programming, no matter which language it is. Actually, maybe not most important, but definitely a really good habit to have, right? So, whenever you're starting to learn a programming language, you should always start by making it say hello world. Now, I don't remember the exact name of the person who started this whole trend among programmers, if you will. However, what I do know is that it was just something they were doing and it happened to catch on. However, it is a very good practice and you definitely should follow along with it. Now, the first thing to do with that would be your hello world, right? So just quick in Python here, I'm going to show you. You have your print statement, the parameter as a string, and then hello world. The smiley face, right? Just going to hit Shift F10 to run that, and then as you see, your Python terminal prints hello world. Now we can just close that. Now that is one of the most basic things you should ever have to do in programming. Now here we're going to make a console app in Visual Basic, because as I said, we're going to start out learning Visual Basic, just kind of sorry about that, just to kind of get a feel for it, right? Now, the console app for Visual Basic, depending on which you choose, as you can see, each of these has different, not parameters, but tags, really. And what these tags do is they tell you where the program can be used. So as you can see, we have a console application up here. You can use that on Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. It's Visual Basic, right? Now you would scroll down and you find your console app.NET framework. That would be only Windows. Now, the things we are going to be doing in our little Visual Basic getting used to programming thing, I will be using the .NET framework variant. I have not tested it on the non.NET Framework variant. If you want to do that, then go ahead, follow along to the best of your abilities. If you do have a Windows PC, though, that would be helpful. Anyway, so we're going to start with this. And what we are going to do is we're just going to name it Indy Hello. Now, whenever you are programming, it's important to not have any special characters like spaces, anything with accents, stuff of the like, right? So we're just going to go over here, going to drop the, sorry about that, that's just school projects. I'm going to plop it into my desktop. Now I see I have this Pokemon Uranium there. I am too lazy to fix the name. Actually, you know what? No, I'll fix the name right now, yeah. It's a really good thing to use instead of spaces would be underscores. That's generally what people do, right? So I'm just going to go into VB, VB console, VB tutorial. Select the folder, and then we're going to hit create, right? So, after that, make sure your place solution and project in the same directory. Make sure that is off. It is going to help you quite a bit. So, as you can see, the launcher has closed, and it opens the IDE. Now, the first thing you want to do is an information header. At least that's what I like to call it. So you have okay, I've done this in French. French is my second language. English is my first language. I know it may not seem like that sometimes. I do get a little bit camera shy. However, I am trying to fix that, and I'm trying to improve my teaching ability just so I can show everyone how to do this stuff. So we're going to do the Indy Hello program, written in Visual Basic, written by Indy or Indiora, and then you would have written the 16th of May 2021, or if you like being concise, 5/16/2021. I'm not sure if that is how you would format the date in your region of the world, however, that is where we format it here in Canada. And so, next up, first up, I am just going to explain why we put apostrophes before. In Visual Basic, apostrophes are your commentary lines, right? So if you were to put an apostrophe, anything that you would write here is not read by the computer. However, as you see, if I just copy that, put that into my submain, I immediately get an error. Now that's because the computer is reading that line. However, I'm not getting any errors here. The computer is not reading that line. It is simply ignoring it. Now that would be the stuff for us humans to read instead of the computer, of course. So, I'm just going to get rid of that. After you have your little header, a good habit to have is your remark. Now, your remark would technically just be telling you what your program does, of course. And so, remark, this program prints the statement, hello world, and we're going to add a little smiley face there. Okay, so now we don't need any variables. I will be getting into variables later on. However, always make sure everything is spaced out whenever you do open a new project and it is like this. Always make sure to hit enter twice and then make a indent in the middle. However, I'm sure the indent would already be done for you. It depends on your computer settings, I believe. Anyway, first up, the way you would want to actually write something to your console is console.write. Now, as you can see, we have console.write and console.writeLine. Console.write would just be writing something, and say if you used another console. Here, actually, you know what? I'm just going to show you. So, say we have console.write, and we are going to set our hello world. Now, as you can see, we have an error here. That is because we simply didn't close the apostrophes. Well, quotes, technically. And so we hit start. It should not show hello world. So we're just going to wait for the terminal to show up. I'm just going to allow it to run. That was my antivirus. And as you can see, it did show up. However, it also didn't because it didn't stay. Now what you do for that is console.readLine. That gives you, the person, time to read it because it waits for input. Now, console.readLine would be a break from the program to show the information to the viewer. And so, if we try again, hit start, as you can see, we have our hello world here. Now, say if we were to, now we're going to show you the difference between write and write line. We have console.write hello world, console.write hello world. So we have it twice. We're going to hit start, and as you can see, they are on the same line. And that is because the write line function actually writes it and then switches the line. So if we were to put console.writeLine on the first one and console.write on the second, we have it on both lines because our writeLine function shows hello world and then switches the line, and then console.write only simply puts it on the line. And so that is all you need to know for starting. Actually, no. It's not technically all you need to know. It would depend on the coding language. Like, say, if you were working with JavaScript, you would do console.log and then have your little parentheses hello world here. However, for Visual Basic, it's console.write or console.writeLine. For Python, it's really just print and then your parentheses hello world in quotes. But yeah, it's yeah, it is what it is. Well, not all, but most programming languages have different syntax, different functions built in, all that stuff, right? And yeah, that will be it for this little starting tutorial, kind of good habits type thing, and something you should always do, which is your little information header remarks. Comments are especially important here. Always write comments for, say, functions or just really stuff in your program. Make sure to not put too many functions, but also, or not too many functions, sorry. Make sure to not put too many comments, but not enough comments, because then other parties will not be able to read your code, say. If it is something that you're just going to be using for you and you alone, and you know exactly what everything's supposed to be, I would suppose you don't really need comments. However, if literally anyone else is going to look at your code, definitely put comments. It's going to make it so much easier to read. And yeah, that's it for this tutorial, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, help me reach farther audiences, be able to teach more, and yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.